2 yards. Blocked. And the Saints may get 6 easy ones. Frank Warren. He'll score.
Welcome back, NFL fans. You're locked in for another trip through gridiron history, one forgotten classic at a time. Today, the time machine is landing at the Louisiana Superdome on December 15th, 1985 for a game between the 8-6 San Francisco 49ers and the 5-9 New Orleans Saints. There were 46,065 Saints fans in the dome, and the Niners were favored by 10. These two had met 32 times before, with the 49ers owning a commanding 21-9-2 lead in the series. San Francisco was led by future Hall of Fame coach Bill Walsh, who owned a 57-46 record in 7 seasons, coaching the Niners at the time. He also had those 2 Super Bowl rings. In name, Bum Phillips was the Saints head coach, with an 82-75 career record in 6 seasons, coaching the Houston Oilers and 5 leading the Saints. In reality, Bum's son Wade was the one prowling the sidelines in this game. Officially an interim coach while Daddy was on the mend, Wade was 1-1 coming into this one. Joe Montana was under center for San Francisco. In his 7th season of a 15-year Hall of Fame career, Montana had a 91.9 passer rating and 128 touchdowns to only 65 interceptions. Former USFL champion Bobby Hebert was a 25-year-old rookie with a 73.6 passer rating in his 4 career starts to date. Hall of Famers in the starting lineup were running back Earl Campbell, kicker Morton Anderson, and linebacker Ricky Jackson for the Saints. For the 49ers, aside from Montana, of course, the 49ers featured Ronnie Lott, non-Hall of Famer Roger Craig, and a rookie named Jerry Rice. Look, I know what it looks like, but I'm a nonpartisan fan. I just got a bunch of gear. That being said, let's talk about Ronnie Lott for a second. You want to talk about metal? This guy, after this, he had that broken finger through the game that he sustained weeks earlier. After the season, doctors told him he couldn't play in 1986 with that finger. So he said, you know what? Amputate it. That's metal. I downloaded the full game from Jamie Johnson's YouTube channel, and then cut it into a condensed version. Jamie, of course, in turn sourced it from CBS Sports and the NFL. Enjoy.
A lot of the different cast of characters then. We're underway here at the Superdome. And it's taken down by Willie Tullis. Tullis carries it just shy of the 25-yard line. Rolling out on first down. Hebert chased by Keena Turner, and he can't get away. And a loss on the play of 4 yards. Goes in motion. And it's Wilson. And Wilson powers way out to the 23-yard line where John Harty makes the tackle. Hebert being chased by Fred Dean, and his pass is overthrown. Eric Martin was downfield, and Eric Wright was covering on the play. We'll see a lot of that kind of rollout, I guess, from Hebert today, Wayne. And McLemore is back for the 49ers. McLemore on the run. And it takes the Saints roll out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. To the air, the first down, incomplete. Russ Francis was the intended receiver, and James Haynes, good-looking outside linebacker in his 2nd year, defending on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Montana going deep for Dwight Clark. Coming over and very nearly knocking the ball away was Hogue, who's really been quite the hustling defensive back at strong safety. Backfield. He goes in motion on 3rd and 10, and penalty markers fly.
Offense, false start, number 71.
Montana, 3rd down play, and wide open is Carl Monroe. They get Roger Craig, and Craig is stopped shy of a first down by a good 7 yards, and Whitney Paul makes the tackle. So line drive, low kick. Tullis at the 25. Out of bounds. Milt McColl made the play. Wayne Wilson, who had a terrific game, gaining 108 yards. yards, a season's high, and the first meeting at Candlestick Park brings it out to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 6 on the 32-yard line, and the pitch goes to Campbell, and Campbell is stopped just shy of the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Saints, and wide receivers, Goodlow in motion. Hebert has time, dumps it off to Tyrone Anthony, and Anthony is not going to get the first down. He is knocked out of bounds. Actually, a loss of 1 on the play. Keena Turner covering. Booming punt by Hansen. McLemore back inside the 15. And a penalty marker is down as Whitney Paul downs McLemore.
Number 54 on the kicking team was downfield illegal.
Another good kick. This may be better because it's higher. McLemore back inside the 20. Saints get him back at the 21-yard line. Jack Del Rio on the stop, and that was a 54-yard kick by Hansen. He's on their own 22. Montana going deep to Jerry Rice. And it is intercepted by Terry Ho of this game. Campbell on the pitch. And Campbell brings it into 49er territory at the 46-yard line. Ronnie Lott coming up from free safety, and Wayne Wilson, the other running back, put a good block on. Wilson close to a first down. Michael Carter, the nose tackle, is there. Hebert open. Hobie Brenner, he was open, had to leap a little bit, incomplete. Hansen, but it may wind up in a good situation for the Saints, as it will be down inside the 15 and maybe inside the 10. It wasn't a boomer, but he got the job done. 10. Roger Craig coming into this game. Craig needs 110 yards rushing and 116 yards receiving to become the first player in NFL history to gain over 1,000 both ways in the same year. With 8:45 remaining in the first quarter, Derek Harmon opens up a hole and has a first down beyond the 20-yard line. Derek Harmon, second year from Cornell, carried the ball only 14 times before that good gainer. Harmon again. James Haynes on the tackle at the 24-yard line. Montana pass batted down. He was going for Roger Craig, and Frank Watlett might have tipped it. 3rd and 9 at the 24. Shovel pass to Craig, and he stopped. James Gethers in as a fourth pass rusher was there, and Roger Craig fails to get the first down, and it'll be 4th down, and Max Runniger will come in and punt. Runniger will be kicking to Tullis. Haynes was coming in to try to block that kick, and it goes out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. This quarter, no score. Hebert rolling out with time. Hobie Brenner catches the ball. Eric Wright covering, and they bring it out to the 31-yard line. Hebert has gotten some time, and wide open is Wilson. Wayne Wilson is tackled just shy of midfield. Dwight Hicks. And the handoff to Wayne Wilson. They have another first down for New Orleans. 3rd and 1. Wilson has the first down for the Saints. And a scrap going on. It looks like 8 men trying to bring down Wayne Wilson. Ronnie Lott made the stop for the Saints on the San Francisco 43. Pass rush on Hebert, but he gets the ball off and completes it to Hobie Brenner out of bounds at the 41. Keena Turner defending. Another rollout by Hebert. And Groth with a fine catch and a first down for the Saints at the 27. Eric Wright covering on the play. A gain of 14 and the first biggest play of the game. Motion. Hebert. Brenner was open. And here's Earl Campbell. finally stopped at the 24-yard line. In game 3, it'll be 3rd and about 7. Carlton Williamson and Ronnie Lott make the stop on Campbell. Here's Tyrone Anthony. First down. Close to it. Let's see where they spot the ball. Anthony close to the sticks. Ronnie Lott and Jeff Fuller. Campbell. Very close. Loose ball, but the whistle had blown. And they're going to definitely, I think, have to measure this one. 49ers on their 19. Montana with a play action. Derek Harmon was open.
Took his eye off it right at the end. Downfield a little bit and stay on the football.
Jerry Rice. Montana to Jerry Rice. And he's going to have the first down as the quarter comes to an end. So Jerry Rice, who's coming home. Montana finds Dwight Clark, who has a first down at the 43-yard line. Gain of 13 yards. Ricky Jackson and Tony Elliott making the play. Ball at the 43-yard line. Montana going deep down the sideline. Jerry Rice, but he was out of bounds. Gary Hogelberg is in there. Roger Craig up the middle. Stopped at the 49-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play, and the tackles by the inside linebackers Glenn Redd and Jack Del Rio. Montana. Harmon incomplete for the 3rd time, and Willie Tullis is back for the Saints. Tullis inside the 10, hemmed in and down. So the 49ers with tremendous coverage. Jeff Fuller making the play and will return. Hebert at the goal line to Wayne Wilson. Puts a good move on Ricky Ellison and then falls down at the 11. Hebert nowhere to go and throws it away down the sideline. On the ground, Tyrone Anthony. There's their second successful conversion on 3rd down, out to the 25-yard line, and Anthony gains 13 before Jeff Fuller brings him down. The Saints a year ago. 1st and 10 at the 25. Wayne Wilson picking his spots, and finally gets to the 26. 2nd and 9. Hebert has Goodlow. First down at the 39-yard line. Wilson tripped up by Keena Turner, who penetrated nicely. 38-yard line. Pass it out to Wayne Wilson. Wilson had blockers on one side, but the sideline on the other, and carries it out to the 41-yard line, where Williamson and Dwight Hicks make the play. Incomplete behind Eric Martin, the intended receiver. Dana McLemore was covering downfield. Fine punt by Hansen. Sends McLemore inside his 10. And he brings it out to the 17-yard line. Tackled by Joel Hilgenberg. Division titles and all the rest. 1st and 10 for San Francisco. Roger Craig carrying the ball on 1st down beyond the 20-yard line. Nothing. Montana to Craig again. Gets by one man, gets a first down, and hit hard at the 30-yard line. Derek Harmon. The engineer from Cornell. Out to the 34-yard line. Gain of 4. Jack Del Rio and Terry Hogue made the play on Harmon. It's a long way from now, however. Scoreless New Orleans. Montana. Tipped. Jack Del Rio got a hand on it.
Defense, roughing the quarterback, 75. That's 15 and a first down.
Roger Craig loses his helmet, not the ball. And Craig is in to the 44-yard line, where James Gethers and Terry Hogue made the tackle. Hurley's next year. Craig fighting for first down yardage, and he's awfully close. motion. Roger Craig may have been stopped. James Haynes came up to make the play. Yard. Montana. 49ers think they have it. See what they unpile is Bill Walsh. Checks the next play and sends it in with Dwight Clark.
Yes, he was injured. They wanted to bring him back, put him on the roster, and try to slip him through. And
Question for Clark.
Unnecessary roughness, 75, is grabbing the referee.
Grabbing him.
Montana can't find a receiver. And there he does. He finds Dwight Clark for the touchdown. Ongoing streak in the league last week against the Rams. This kick is good. Starts a new one, and it's 7-0. Kicking off to Willie Tullis and Tyrone Anthony. Heading over toward Tullis. 3 yards in the end zone. Tullis brings it out to the 17-yard line. Hebert up the middle. John Tice. 49ers were worried about that man, John Tice, who beat the Vikings earlier this year. Stopped by Carlton Williamson up the middle and a gain of 30. Hebert again going for Goodlow. He's got it. To the 31-yard line. Carlton Williamson again defending, and that was good for 22 yards. Hebert to throw again. Going deep for Tice. Defending was Williamson.
He mistimed his jump a little in the end zone, didn't he? He jumped too soon.
Draw play to Wayne Wilson. Inside the 30. It'll be 3rd down and about 8. Dwayne Board and Michael Carter make the tackle on Wayne Wilson. Pressure put on Hebert, who overthrows Kobe Brenner. Good. 12 in a row for Morton Anderson. Carl Monroe and Derek Harmon. And it's going to be Harmon at the 5. Brings it out to the 29-yard line. Frank Watland making the tackle. Montana up the middle of Roger Craig. And Craig, like a piston, gets it out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 17. Jack Del Rio and Terry Hogue on the tackle. Good warning. Montana. Russ Francis into Saints territory at the 46-yard line. The penalty marker is down, however.
Offense holding number 77. 10 yards, first down.
First down and 20 at the 37-yard line. Montana to Derek Harmon wide open. Gets into Saints territory and may have himself a first down. He might have gotten it all back in one shot. Frank Watland on the tackle. 2nd down and 1. Montana being chased by Derlin Moore. Penalty markers are down. Jerry Rice catches the ball at the 34-yard line. Dave Waymer defending, but we have flags all over the field.
Board with the right.
Defensive holding number 44. Decline a penalty. The result of the play is first down.
And a handoff. Didn't fool anyone to Roger Craig. James Haynes was there. Montana being chased by Bruce Clark and throws it away. Dwight Clark covered by Dave Waymer. Montana under pressure by Frank Warren. Gets away and it's incomplete. Off the arm of Derek Harmon. They get 52 yards. Blocked. And the Saints may get 6 easy ones. Frank Warren. He'll score. To give the Saints their first lead of the ball game. And he does with 1:01 to go. Had been 46 yards.
Number 22 is holding. That's a 10-yard penalty, and they have to kick it over.
And Anderson has it. No. It is off to the left. So Morton Anderson misses for the second time this year. Anderson kicking off for the Saints with 1:01 remaining. And it'll be a touchback. Swings it out to Craig. Craig is down at the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play. Glenn Red and Johnny Poe make the tackle. 2nd and 5. Harmon gets by a defender. Brings it out to the 26-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, and the clock continues to run. And now Montana to Craig. He'll have the first down. And plenty more to midfield. There's a loose ball, a fumble, and the 49ers recover. 20 seconds to go. 1st and 10. Montana. Incomplete. Whitney Paul has come in the game for pass defense downfield. Montana under some pressure. Completes the pass to Mike Wilson. Only his 7th reception of the year, and the clock stops with 8 seconds to go. Anything down the middle won't do him any good. Pass to Mike Wilson out of bounds with 4 seconds to go. The ball is at the 38.5-yard line. Very situation. Montana will run out the clock. Out of bounds. And that's the end of the first half. The crowd likes what they've seen. As we start the second half, 9-7 in favor of New Orleans. And it's Derek Harmon at the 5. Harmon is tackled at the 20-yard line by Earl Johnson, who was just activated. Craig in motion. Montana up the middle of Russ Francis. And he's close to the first down at the 30-yard line. Tackled by Jack Del Rio. Montana this time finds Dwight Clark up the middle, and Clark gets to midfield. And a gain of 20 yards before Watlett and Del Rio make the stop. And the ball at midfield. Harmon hit behind the line, and a fine play by Glenn Red. Smart, doesn't make mistakes. 2nd down and 12. Montana hits his man, Mike Wilson, who bounces off a defender and may go all the way. And Mike Wilson is in for the touchdown. And the 49ers regain the lead on a 52-yard play. Mike Wilson, and Ray Wershing is on to try to add the 14th point for the 49ers, and he does. So less than 2 minutes are ticked off the clock. Wilson with a 52-yard play, and it's 14-9 San Francisco. Wilson filled in with really on any letdown. Wershing is kicking off. Willie Tullis at the 4. And the former Houston Oiler brings it out to the 24-yard line. Hebert going deep. Goodlow. He'll score. He beat Dwight Hicks, and Bobby Hebert comes right back with a 76-yard touchdown strike to Eugene Goodlow to try to give the Saints a 2-point lead. He does. A dramatic comeback from the San Francisco touchdown. Goodlow, 76 yards from Hebert, and it's New Orleans in front once more. Who starred in Canada before coming to New Orleans. Anderson on the kickoff. Carl Monroe on the return. Fighting. Don't forget he had a 95-yard return against the Washington Redskins for a touchdown this year, and the tackle is made by Johnny Poe. 1st and 10. Montana gets it off to Derek Harmon, and Harmon has a first down beyond the 45-yard line. Bruce Clark put a lot of pressure on Montana, but Glenn Red and Dave Waymer make the stop on Harmon. You still have 12:02 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Montana under pressure, gets it off to Craig. Dives forward to midfield. Craig catches everything. Oh, he does, and he's 6 yards for the Saints. Here's Craig trying to go outside, and Craig has another first down for the 49ers at the 43-yard line of New Orleans. Johnny Poe on the stop. 1st and 10 at the 43. Harmon. Eric Harmon. Another first down, ridden out of bounds at the 26-yard line of the Saints, and it was Johnny Poe again chasing it. First and 10 at the 26. Craig hit hard by Bruce Clark. Title could be won if Dallas wins. Second and 7. Montana. Gets the first down at the 15, and that's why Joe Montana so tough to defend against. Up front, Harmon slices to the 12-yard line. Craig to the 7-yard line. They give it to Craig. He may not have made it. Try to give the 49ers the lead, and he does. With 7:46 remaining in the third quarter, Ray Wersching's field goal gives the 49ers a 17-16 lead. Tyrone Anthony and Willie Tullis are back. Wersching kicking off into the end zone, and Tullis will down it there for a touchback. Hebert off to Wayne Wilson to the 20. Takes quite a hit from Ronnie Lott. Wilson tries to spin his way to the first down. He's shy, however. Hebert to throw on 3rd and 1 to John Tice. Incomplete. Looked like he had it, but it was jarred away. Covered by Ronnie Lott and Eric Wright downfield. That was a pretty interesting call on 3rd and 1. Tremendous punt by Hansen. Sends McLemore back to the 15. Bobbled it. Recovered. And brings it out to the 26-yard line where Ricky Jackson makes the stop. A 56-yard punt by Hansen. I don't know why he went to the Pro Bowl and was top rookie last year. Left shoulder. He came back and then was knocked out again. First and 10 at the 27. Montana completes to Dwight Clark. There's an example of how valuable Joe Montana is, where he turns a sure loss into a 2-yard gain. Down he goes. Bruce Clark, and that's the first sack of the game by the Saints. Dwight Clark with a touchdown. 3rd and 13. Montana incomplete. He was under a lot of pressure. Dwight Clark, the intended receiver, and Johnny Poe was blitzing on the play. But it looks like the Saints are an aroused team here with a chance to pull another upset. Back for the Saints. Chance to run it back. At the 40, Tullis will give the Saints good field position. Jim Farnhorse makes the stop, but the Saints have it on their own 45. Earl Campbell powers his way into San Francisco territory to the 49-yard line, gain of 5. Wayne Wilson hit Ricky Ellison. Hebert gets it off to Grote. And the Saints appear to have a first down. Eric Wright covering a quick release and good hands by Jeff Grote. Wilson trapped behind the line by Milt McCall. The whistle had blown. Hebert fires. Penalty marker down. Goodlow was hit by Eric Wright.
Defense, pass interference, 21. That's a first down.
Earl Campbell gets a couple. Are within range for Morton Anderson. Hebert. And Hebert loses a bundle. 5 yards, and that could be critical as far as field goals are concerned. Michael Carter makes the sack, the second of the game. This may be the last play of the third quarter. Hebert. And the pass. No signal, and now they say it was caught apparently, and the 49ers don't like that decision. Eugene Goodlow with a tremendous catch on a pass, inches off of the ground for 13 yards. And on the 49ers, to Wayne Wilson. And the whistle. Jim Rourke.
70, offense false start.
That's who it was. Rourke, his 6th year originally with the Raiders, and played 5 years with Kansas City. Wilson. Ricky Ellison on the stop. Hebert on a quarterback draw. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down. Ronnie Lott makes the tackle on Hebert this year. Anderson's kick is good. And the Saints regain the lead. 18-17, the Saints are leading. Deep kick by Anderson. Monroe will down it there, and the 49ers will take over this drive at the 20-yard line. Montana completes it to Roger Craig, who has the 1st down. What a marvelous season Roger Craig has had, and they ought to just put him in the Pro Bowl right now as if they wouldn't have weeks before. Montana going deep for Jerry Rice, and there he is. Johnny Poe makes the stop, but as Wayne Walker mentioned at halftime, Joe Montana's going to have to start looking to number 80, and he did there, a 43-yard gain. Trying to get to 23. Here's Harmon with Randy Cross blocking, and Derek Harmon gets inside the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 4 at the 17-yard line. Montana, Russ Francis, and Francis will go in for the touchdown. And now the Saints are saying he did not get in, and Jim Wilkes down reception of the year for Francis, and Ray Wershing's conversion is perfect. So with 11:13 remaining, it's now 24-19 San Francisco.
In the games that they have lost, Dick, this has been the time where they've had problems.
Kicking off to Tullis at the 4-yard line. Tullis down the sideline, goes out of bounds. 11:04 remaining. Hebert dumps it off to Campbell. And Campbell, knocked out of bounds by Ronnie Lott, has a 1st down. Hebert going deep. Goodlow covered by Eric Wright.
Great defensive play that time. That's
Hebert. Tice unable to hold on and covered by Dwight Hicks. 3rd and 10. Hebert going deep for Eric Martin. And the rookie has it. He beat Dana McLemore, but there's a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Eric Martin in deep in the 49er territory.
Number 79,
Nullified.
10 yards, 3rd down.
Ralph Williams. Loads of time. Hebert got away from danger. Dwayne Board was putting the chase on. Stover and Dean finally make the stop on Hebert. Biggest lead in the game was 7-0. First score of the game by the 49ers as McLemore runs it out of bounds by Ricky Jackson. Stay in front. Speaking of Roger Craig, he gets the call there. And Roger Craig, off and running, has a 1st down in Saints territory, out of bounds at the 40-yard line by Terry Hogue, and a gain of 24 yards. Served in the backfield now with Derek Harmon. Harmon gets the call and gets 2 yards to the 38-yard line of the Saints. 9 at the 39. Montana swings it out to Craig. And with Haynes riding him out, Craig goes out of bounds. Penalty marker down. Craig receives it, knocked out of bounds by Whitney Paul. Penalty flag down in the 49ers. Back for the Dallas Cowboys.
Offensive holding, number 62, 10 yards, 3rd down.
Montana calls his own number. And Joe Montana very nearly gets enough for the 1st down. He is stopped at the 34. Johnny Poe and Terry Hogue make the stop on Montana. Francis' hands, and Jerry Rice was there.
Gets it right here. It was Willie Tullis on Francis, and then the deflection to Rice.
10 at the 15. Draw play to Roger Craig. And Craig will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. Roger Craig with a touchdown. His 8th touchdown rushing of the year. 49ers. The 49ers, who are 0-2 indoors coming into this ball game. The kick is good. Now lead at 31-19. Many areas for the 49ers offensively. Yet their strength really has been the defense. Kickoff by Wershing. And it's Bobby Fowler bringing it back for the Saints with 6:32 remaining. Hebert escaped Michael Carter, but he couldn't get away from Jeff Stover, and that's the 3rd sack of the game. In 19. Hebert dumps it off to Wayne Wilson, and Ricky Ellison chases him. And finally, Wilson is brought down at the 30-yard line by Dwayne Bourne. Under 6 minutes to go, lining up in a hurry are the Saints. Hebert tipped up the middle, incomplete. Hobie Brenner was the intended receiver. Ronnie Lott was covering, but that ball was tipped before it got to Hobie Brenner. Fair catch called for by McLemore at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Montana to Harmon. Harmon to the 36-yard line, a gain of 3. Jack Del Rio on the snap. Montana's pass is caught by Mike Wilson. Good for the 1st down and out of bounds, covered by Dave Waymer. At the 44-yard line, Craig gets a couple. And the 30-second clock runs down. And the delay of the game. So Roger Craig is flipped to Craig, hit behind the line, and Johnny Poe puts him down. Back at the 40-yard line, a loss of 2. So Craig now leads 23 yards. That's the way it's been. 3rd and 14. Montana being chased by Frank Warren. And a penalty marker is down.
They've gone through here over the years.
Holding, number 44, defense, 5-yard penalty, and that's a 1st down.
It's on Dave Lead from Cincinnati, 27-24. Craig up the middle for a couple and win this game and then beat Dallas. The 49ers will go in as at least a wild card. 2nd and 9. Montana gets out of danger and is fallen at the 49-yard line. Montana knocked away by Johnny Poe. Mike Wilson was the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
His punt, too.
They did. Runniger got it away. And the ball bounces in the air and down by Fuller at about the 1. The 49ers and Runniger couldn't ask for any more than that. Hebert deep in his end zone. Out to Wayne Wilson. And Ronnie Lott and company bring him down at the 7, who has looked good despite the fact his team trails 31-19. Goodlow out of bounds. 1st down for the Saints. Batted down by Fred Dean. Hebert completes it to Wayne Wilson. Second effort, they had given him a 1st down at the 31. Hebert out to Wayne Wilson. Swings it out again to Wilson. Tina Turner makes the stop. Bill Walsh's crew has really had a struggle in this game, but they're in front, and that's the main thing for them. Then Tuliasa-Sopo gets the sack. That's the 4th of the game for the 49ers. 4th down and 14. Hebert running for his life, it seems. Dean chasing him. And down he goes inside the 15. And it's Dwayne Bourne. When one of the remaining 2.
The Saints led for a surprising amount of the game before failing to cover the 10-point spread in the end. Montana completed 25 for 38 for 354 yards and 3 touchdowns, to go with 1 pick and a 111.1 rating. Roger Craig was the leading rusher with 18 runs for 88 yards and a score. He also co-led the passing game with 82 yards on 8 catches. Jerry Rice also caught for 82 yards on 4 catches. Hebert looked good in defeat despite getting sacked 5 times. He completed 20 of 34 for 254 yards and 1 score for a 92.0 rating. Eugene Goodlow was the main recipient of Hebert's arsenal with 5 catches for 135 yards and that touchdown. New Orleans' running game totaled 75 yards on 23 rushes, with no player rushing for more than 27 yards. And that was Wayne Wilson, who gained 27 yards on 13 carries, and not Earl Campbell, who only rushed for 20 yards, 6 carries. The following week, San Francisco won again, and New Orleans lost again, to finish at 10-6 and 5-11 respectively. The Los Angeles Rams closed their season with a pair of wins to secure the NFC West title, but the 49ers got in as a wild card. The New York Giants made short work of them in the opening round, defeating Joe and the boys 17-3. Hey, if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. I've got a whole lot of these on my channel, and there's a whole lot more coming. I do this every day. Well, until next time, keep the laces out and keep the history alive. I'll see you on the next kickoff. Bye.